Environment Canada is warning of poor air quality and extreme heat in Toronto today as most of southern Ontario braces for a week filled with hot and humid weather. Smoke from forest fires in northern Ontario have caused air in our city to deteriorate significantly. We'll see a daytime high of 31 degrees today, which will feel closer to 40 with the humidity. A heat warning remains in effect, and we're not expecting any relief until late this week. And joining us live now to talk about this long stretch of heat is Environment Canada's meteorologist Ian Hubbard. Always great to chat. Ian, thanks for joining us on CP24. It seems like after last summer, which barely brought no heat warnings, things are shaping up a little bit different this year. Let's talk about this extreme heat and what we can expect this week.
Yeah, certainly a very hot day in store for the next few days. We're looking at temperatures in the low 30s over the next 3 days for Toronto. 31 today, 32 tomorrow, and 31 on Wednesday. And it's going to feel even hotter than that with the humidex and the humidity values. So we might see a little bit of relief on Thursday and then some improvement on Friday and into the weekend.
And while we're dealing with this heat warning, this heat wave, we really haven't seen much relief from the winds, and I'm just curious, are we expecting wind speeds to pick up at all, and how might that impact some of the wildfire smoke that's slowly entering into southern Ontario?
Not expecting any significant winds over the next few days, but certainly the wind is the main factor as to where the wildfire smoke will be pushed and where it tracks. So that will be working out in our favor as we move into Tuesdays. We will see some improvement in that for most areas over southern Ontario.
With overnight lows topping 20 degrees, it's obviously difficult to sleep for some people. And I'm just curious, are we going to see any cooler overnight lows as we start to see some of this active weather move in a little bit later this week?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things about these heat warnings is that when we don't get the relief at night, that makes things very uncomfortable over the consecutive days, which is part of when we issue these heat warnings. So we won't really see any improvements until likely Thursday, maybe Wednesday night into Thursday, but certainly Thursday. Looking at a few showers in the area with cloudy skies, so temperatures will dip down a little bit below 30, so the heat warning should be ended by then. And then after those showers on Thursday, we'll see a new air mass move over. Slightly cooler temperatures and slightly drier air, so some relief coming by Friday.
It's no surprise that we get, hot conditions, at times some heat warnings and heat waves in Canada, but it seems as though that this heat has been pretty intense. We've had so many of these consecutive days of temperatures into the high 30s, into the low to mid 40s. What does that tell you, and where have we been historically?
Well, certainly it has been a very busy year for that. We've seen many heat warnings go out so far, and we still have a lot of the summer to go. Once we get into these types of weather patterns where the heat is pushed in, it will last for a few days. Certainly with our criteria, it has to be a minimum of 2 days before we issue an alert. And we've seen some already this year that have stretched 3, 4, even 5 days. Certainly a very warm summer is expected now, and that's kind of what we've seen recently in the past couple of years as well. Above normal temperatures from the climatological average, and it really has been like that for a couple of years now.
I know we're only halfway through July, but I'm curious about the long-term forecast models, and how does the beginning of August shaping up in your opinion, Ian?
Yeah, the long-range models we look at still leaning towards higher probability of warmer than normal temperatures going forward for the next couple of months. So summer's here, and we are going to see many more of these hot days going forward, whether or not it's going to reach these criteria we need for heat warning or not, but certainly some warm days ahead.
Ian Hubbard with Environment Canada, always appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.